The Dangote Petroleum Refinery has now concluded an offtake agreement with 12 major petroleum marketing companies in Nigeria. And what this means in simple words is that between 60 million and 65 million liters of premium motor spirit, which is petrol, will now be distributed across Nigeria every single day from this refinery. This is not a small development. This is one of the biggest energy stories in Nigeria right now. And you need to understand why this matters to you. Please like this video right now and subscribe to this channel because I will continue to break down important national updates in a way that everybody can understand. For many years, Nigeria has been known as a major crude oil producer, yet we depended heavily on imported refined petrol. That situation created many challenges. We experienced fuel shortages. We saw long queues at filling stations. We dealt with unstable prices. The country spent billions of dollars importing fuel. But now, this agreement signals a strong shift. The Dangote Refinery is stepping forward to supply the Nigerian market directly at a very large scale. Let us break it down carefully so everybody can follow. Nigeria consumes roughly between 50 million and 60 million liters of petrol per day. This new arrangement says that 60 to 65 million liters will be distributed daily. That means the refinery is capable of meeting local demand and even having extra supply. When supply is stable and consistent, the pressure that normally leads to scarcity begins to reduce. And when scarcity reduces, the panic buying reduces too. If you understand what that means for the average driver, business owner, transporter, and family, then you already see how important this development is. Please like this video and subscribe because we are just getting started. The agreement with 12 major petroleum marketing companies is very strategic. These are companies that already have wide distribution networks across Nigeria. They have filling stations in different states. They have storage facilities. They understand the logistics of moving products across the country. By working with them, the refinery is not just producing petrol. It is ensuring that petrol actually reaches the people. Production without distribution does not solve problems, but structured distribution changes everything. Now think about this carefully. When petrol is imported, foreign exchange is used. That means dollars are spent. When too many dollars leave the country to pay for imports, it affects the strength of the naira. But if petrol is refined locally and sold locally, the demand for foreign exchange reduces. Over time, this can help improve economic stability. It also allows the country to keep more value within its own economy. That means more business activities stay inside Nigeria. And this is why this news is not just about fuel. It is about economic direction. It is about self-sufficiency. It is about national capacity. If you are following this gist and you like the way it is explained, please take 1 second to like this video and subscribe so you do not miss the next update. Another important angle to consider is pricing. Many people are asking, will this automatically make petrol cheaper? The honest answer is that pricing depends on several factors. It depends on crude oil prices globally. It depends on exchange rates. It depends on transportation costs and distribution margins. But what we can say clearly is this. When supply is stable and local production increases, it reduces uncertainty. And when uncertainty reduces, extreme price fluctuations are less likely. We must also look at the bigger national impact. This refinery is one of the largest in Africa. It was designed not just to serve Nigeria, but to serve regional markets. If Nigeria produces more petrol than it consumes, the extra can be exported. That means revenue can come into the country instead of going out. That is a major shift from being a heavy importer to becoming a strong exporter. This is why this moment is significant in Nigeria's economic history. It represents a transition from dependence to capacity, from shortage to potential stability. Please do not forget to like this video and subscribe. Your support helps this channel grow and continue bringing you clear, professional updates. Let us also talk about logistics. Distribution in Nigeria is not always simple. The country is large. Road infrastructure varies from region to region. Security and transportation challenges sometimes slow down supply chains. But structured agreements with experienced marketers create accountability. It creates planning. It creates predictable movement of product from a refinery to depot to filling station. When petrol is predictable, businesses can plan better. Transport companies can manage costs better. Farmers moving goods from rural areas can budget better. Small businesses using generators can estimate expenses more accurately. Even families planning their monthly spending feel more stable. And this is why energy stability affects everything. It affects transportation. It affects food prices. It affects services. It affects productivity. If you agree that energy stability is important for national growth, like this video right now, and subscribe because I will continue to break these matters down in simple language. Now let us think about the psychological impact. For years, Nigerians have been used to hearing about fuel shortages. People rush to stations when they hear rumors. Long queues form quickly. But if daily supply becomes consistent at 60 to 65 million liters, confidence in availability increases. And when confidence increases, panic reduces. When panic reduces, artificial scarcity reduces. This is how markets stabilize over time, not overnight, but gradually. Ahmed, we should also understand that this development does not mean all challenges disappear immediately. Larger systems take time to adjust. Distribution networks adapt gradually. Market behavior changes slowly. But direction matters, and the direction here shows movement toward internal capacity and organized supply. The agreement with 12 major marketers also means shared responsibility. It spreads distribution across multiple strong players instead of depending on one channel. That reduces risk. It also ensures nationwide reach. Please like and subscribe if you are still listening, because this kind of deep explanation helps everyone understand what is really happening beyond the headline. Now imagine the long-term impact. If local refining remains strong and efficient, Nigeria could reduce its vulnerability to international supply disruptions. Global events sometimes affect fuel shipments and pricing, but stronger local capacity creates a buffer. It gives the country more control over its energy destiny. There is also employment impact. Large-scale refining and distribution require skilled workers, logistics operators, engineers, marketers, transport operators, and administrative staff. That means more economic activity around the sector. And when economic activity increases, secondary businesses benefit too. Let us also speak about national pride. For many years, people questioned why a country rich in crude oil could not refine enough fuel for its own citizens. This new distribution scale answers part of that question. It shows that infrastructure at this level is possible. It shows that industrial ambition in Nigeria can reach global standards. If you feel encouraged by this kind of development, please like this video and subscribe. It helps spread positive and factual information. Now, let us look ahead. The key thing to monitor will be consistency. Can daily supply remain steady? Can distribution networks handle volume smoothly? Can pricing remain stable over time? These are the real indicators that Nigerians will watch closely. But one thing is clear. Supplying 60 to 65 million liters daily is not a minor operational detail. It is a major capacity statement. It shows readiness to meet domestic demand. And that changes the conversation. Instead of asking, will there be fuel tomorrow? The question becomes, how do we manage and optimize local production for national benefit? That is a healthier conversation. Please like this video and subscribe as we continue to follow this development closely. The energy sector is central to economic growth. When fuel is available and predictable, transportation improves. When transportation improves, trade improves. When trade improves, productivity increases. When productivity increases, national income grows. So this is not just about filling tanks. It is about powering economic systems. As this agreement begins full implementation, Nigerians across different states will gradually observe the effects. Some areas may notice quicker stabilization. Some areas may adjust slowly. But the national framework is now clearer. This story is still developing, and as more updates come, I will continue to break them down in simple professional language for everyone to understand. Please like this video and subscribe before we continue further.